All right, what is up, my friends? I know, thank you. Thank you. Bronze to Mythic, episode 19. The series is not over. I know we made Mythic already. Episode 18, we made Mythic at a great run, 7-1. We're all up to Mythic 50, which is pretty awesome. Pretty good ranking, of course. But I wanted to do one extra episode of Bronze to Mythic to do a kind of a victory lap draft in Mythic, as well as do a little retrospective on how our run went. So let's take a quick look here and go back over the run and take a look at how it all went down, realistically. So it took us, we had a 74% win rate, which is pretty good. Overall, we went 96 and 34, and we had 10 7-win runs in 18 drafts, which is pretty good. So over half our drafts were 7-win runs. Very, very good run. It's funny because we actually had that bad run yesterday, where yesterday was, is there data on these? I think yesterday was the 2-3, the 5-3, the 7-2, and the 2-3. So we had like two losing drafts yesterday. And then today we had our 7-1 to win. So like if we just like got rid of yesterday, we could have been a Mythic like really, really fast. It's pretty sick. But overall, very, very good run. Very, very happy how things went. I think we got pretty fortunate. I think we definitely opened up some good cards here and there. We were past Showdown of the Scalds like a million times. I don't know why. Then we get 4 showdowns of the Scalds, and like 3 of them were taken like 3rd pick or later, which is ridiculous. Don't pass that card, please. Please don't pass that card. Yeah, I mean, we can look through our decks here real fast. Took 23 hours. Again, there's our record. There's our win rate. You can see our deck color win rate here. When we were Boros was our highest win rate deck. I'm sorry, no, Sultai. I guess we only have one Sultai deck, but at 82% with the highest matches. Obviously, you can see most of our multicolored snow decks went very well. We were green-white twice to a pretty good record, like those decks. Blue-white a couple times. Our Rakdos deck wasn't very good. We didn't actually have a losing record in any of these color combinations, which is pretty sweet. So that's pretty cool. Look at our decks here, of course. We can see we had Sultai Snow, got a trophy. 5-color Snow, got a trophy. Rakdos deck wasn't very good. It sort of did okay. It wasn't very good. Kind of had this bad Abzan deck, this bad blue-white deck. We had their 5-color deck went 5 and 3. We had 7 and 1 with the Abzan deck. This was our Mythic deck. We had Vorinclex, Burning Demon, and Battle Mammoth, which is pretty insane, obviously. 7-2 with a giant snow deck. A lot of crossover between giants and snow. This deck was really cool. This deck was our green-white aggro deck. Super low curve, Codespell Cleric, Sentinels, 3 picks, 4 Story Seekers, King Harold's Revenge. This deck was really, really cool. A lot of cards in this deck that you don't necessarily normally want in your draft deck, and but they all come together to make more than some of their parts, which is really cool. So this deck was really, really cool. Fall of the Imposter was great. Super, super cool deck. We crushed with this deck. Just crushed at 7 and 1. Snow deck that didn't work out, which is fine. A Boros deck went 7 and 2. Pretty sweet. Another aggro deck here with picks. This is our Jeskai like Fortell deck with Nico. The deck was okay. It wasn't super great. And then early on we had our really good Foretold deck. Just like every Foretold. It's like this is basically like the pre-con Foretold deck. Don't think you would get this like that often. 3 Behold the Multiverse, 2 Vega, but obviously it was very, very good. 7-0, our only 7-0 is with another 5-color snow deck. This one had Glorious Protector and Runeforge Champion. Kind of a weird, this is our triple Path the World Tree double Goldvine pick deck. So a little weird. We had like Runeforge Champion and Runes and the picks and the removal spells and stuff. But 3 Bergstrider really, really, really good overall. We had a Jund Snow. I remember this deck, honestly. It's one of our first decks we drafted. It was Jund deck, 7 and 2, sure. We had an early green-white deck that was just really bad. Just kind of like not a lot of good payoff and wasn't very good. And then our first deck was Boros Aggro. Really, really good deck. Triple Tormentor's Helm, some runes, just a super solid aggro deck, of course, which showed up as Scalds as well. This site is untapped.gg. Super cool site for tracking your results. So that's it. That's the run. And overall, Enjoyed it a lot. The feedback on this has been awesome. You all loved it, which is great. And we're going to do a victory lap draft. That's cool with everyone. Is that cool? We do that? Do a big victory lap draft? Would you all enjoy that? A little mythic drafting. A little mythic to mythic drafting. Is that cool? Let's do it. Mythic 50. Let's see how high we can go. Let's see how high we can go, right? But first, we're brought to you by Cool Stuff. Before I play the ad, I want to remind you, my article this Friday is going to be about Limited. I'll be discussing the run, cards you shouldn't play, cards you should play, and so on and so forth, all right? CoolStuffInc.com.
Cool Stuff Inc. is proud to sponsor Jim Davis. We offer great deals on card games, tabletop RPGs, board games, and more. Get a free token featuring Jim Davis and take 5% off your next order if you use the code JIM5 at checkout. CoolStuffInc.com. Cool stuff in stock.
Yeah, of course, we're like guaranteed to go 0-3 in this draft. Like, there's no way the victory lap draft goes well. Just not a chance in the world. Not a chance, right? There is no way to see who is Mythic. There is no leaderboard for Mythic, which is the stupidest thing ever. There should be a slot in Arena where you can go look at... Ooh, cool. You can go look at the players who are Mythic, right? Oops. Like, obviously, right? All right, so you open a Valky, God of Lies. It's a fun little prize for being Mythic, right? Tybalt Cosmic Imposter is absurd and probably completely unbeatable in this format, and perfect card for like a 5-color snow deck. We'll look at the rest of the pack. Unfortunately, we're passing both Provoke the Trolls and Feed the Serpent. But realistically, like, I think we're looking to draft 5-color snow again. I don't think we're going to want to be Rakdos. The Rakdos deck we have is pretty bad, and we're not really interested in Valky. We're interested in Tybalt. So I'm going to treat this card almost entirely as Tybalt Cosmic Imposter and almost forget that Valky exists because it's just like not worth ever playing that side because the Valky. So we're passing Feed the Serpent. We're passing Provoke the Trolls. It's fine. Lindworm here at my table, but easy Valky. Easy Valky. What's up, my friend? This is draft number 19. The 18th draft was the Mythic draft. This is 19. So we get past a pack with a rare missing, and it's not a great pack. There is a Feed the Serpent, which is obviously a good black removal spell. Typically, black's pretty bad, though. I've been pretty unimpressed with black in general, so I don't like taking this card early because it's just like a committed black card. Shadow Sage is kind of cool. Hammer's a really good card, but it doesn't really jive with Valky, I don't think, if you want to be more of like a slow deck. Herald is really, really good, but very, very narrow. Pick is nice, but doesn't play as well in the snow decks. This is a pretty tough pick, actually. It's a pretty tough pick. Feed the Serpent is definitely the safest pick. Pick is interesting, too, but we'll take Feed the Serpent here. The Hammer is really good. I mean, Hammer's actually good in this. I'll take Hammer. I think Hammer's really, really good. Like, Hammer's the kind of card you want in your snow deck, too, because, like, I haven't actually played it in snow, but you have a lot of, like, random crappy creatures. Like, you have your snow 2/2s and stuff, like Sculptor of Winter, and having a way to make them relevant seems kind of good. So, all right, so we can pass the pack now. Port of Carful is really good. I assume you can't return Valky and put Tybalt in play, I assume. So Port is very good. Sculptor of Winter is obviously good if you want to be more snowy. Floodplain's a little off. You can't? Yeah, I figured you couldn't. It's probably a little too good. But we haven't actually had Port. It is rather mana intensive, and it's also double black, which is like, black's pretty bad. So I think we're going to Sculptor here. Floodplain's a little too far off. We were 7-1 last draft. Could be Seeker over Sculptor, honestly, but Rimewood Falls. Just get back on our business here. I mean, Doomscar Titan is fine if you're aggressive. Again, with Valky, I don't want to be aggressive. I want to be a slower deck. Absolutely. So yeah, we don't have to be black. We can be like very, very light splash of black. So take the falls here. Nothing here is super exciting. Doomscar Titan is weird too, because a lot of the aggro decks want to be focused on equipment, not on going wide. So Icebound Pillar is insane. Nice signal that snow is open. I guess there's a rare and 2 uncommons missing, but Pillar's really, really, really good. Just phenomenal. Yes, easy pick there. And more Snowlands and Sculptor, which is excellent. Rootless U is actually pretty sweet, but this is definitely going to be a land. And the question is, do you want the Shimmerdrift Vale or the Woodland Chasm? I don't know what's actually better. I mean, like, we have, like, main color, splash color here, probably. Or just one of any color. I'm not sure. This hasn't really come up before. I'm leaning towards the dual. But, like, if it was, like, you know, double off color, but it's like on color and then splash color or our other main color. Yeah, and hopefully we'll table one of these. Probably won't, but I'll take a dual. All right, and, okay. This is double white. This card's so good. Just such a good card. We're going to take the land here. It is double white. And we don't know if we're even white yet. But none of these other cards are super exciting in the snow deck. And one of the things I'm talking about in the article on Friday is going to be why you never want this card in your deck. Like, there's so many middle-of-the-road cards. Even the Braggart falls in that class that arts aren't. They're very middling. You just don't even want them that bad. And you just shouldn't play them. You want to aim high. You don't want C's. You want A's. So we'll take this. Might not play it, but super low opportunity cost. Okay, this is not the pack we opened. Even though the pack we opened also had Harold and Pick and Snow-Covered Swamp, which is pretty wild, actually. Harold is good. Not really where we're at. It's either Pick or Snow-Covered Swamp here. And I don't think we're a Pick deck. So we'll swamp. We'll swamp. And then this time Harold is gone. There's Snow-Covered Mountain or the Elder Hall. I do like Elder Hall. It is also double black, though. So we'll take Mountain here. Let's take Mountain here. All right. Not a great pack. Not a great pack. I'll take the Mentor. We could have maybe like pivoted into to Elves, maybe. I'm just gonna take the 2-drop. I kind of doubt we're gonna play it, but sure. All right, take the Floodplain. We're also boosting a stream right now, folks. If you hit that boost button, that would help me out a lot. Kinseekers is fine. I mean, Recluse is like, it's fine. I don't hate it, but definitely a little lost here. Looking for a direction a little bit. I'm gonna take the Recluse actually. All right. All right. The Priest tabled. Broken Wings is playable, honestly. So, all right. So an okay pack one. Obviously, we have Valky, which is cool. We get a Pillar, which is cool. A lot of Snowlands, not a lot of payoffs at the moment. Open up pack 2, and we see a Fall of the Imposter, which is really, really good. But it is a little off color. It's a Feed the Serpent. It looks like we're going to be, like, reasonably black, so Feed the Serpent is definitely good in our deck. It's also a Snow-Covered Swamp and a Sculptor of Winter and a Channel Pathway. So there's definitely, like, you know, 4 or 5 cards I'd want out of this pack, so we'll probably table one. We're going to Feed the Serpent. We're going to Feed the Serpent. Is Turgid Shadow a consideration? No. This card's really bad. Like, very, very hard to use effectively. Very expensive and slow, which is not a good card. Squash is okay. We don't have any Giants in our deck, so. Finn the Fangbearer. I'm going to call you Finn. So we have a Frostbite Sulphurous Mire pack. Frostbite is pretty good. We only have 1 red card so far. We're going to lean towards Mire. I mean, Tybalt, sure. Yeah, we're going to just take the Mire. Just stay nice and open with our lands. Another Dwarven Hammer. A Protector, which is really good. We can't really cast that one. It's like the one color we're not. Mistwalker's pretty good. Hammer's interesting. I mean, Hammer's just like a good blocker that leaves behind a very relevant threat. Hammer is kind of nice, but might just want the forest here. I don't actually have a snow-covered forest yet. This doesn't matter because it's not any search effects either, but we're a little light on playables here, I'm not going to lie. Yeah, I think that stuff forest is fine. Okay. There's your Bergstrider. And Bergstrider's just a nut, so I would love to table this Slumber Mound. Is it Bergstrider over Demon Bolt? That's actually a pretty interesting one. Is Bergstrider better than Demon Bolt? Honestly, I think it might be. I think Bergstrider has a bigger effect on the game than Demon Bolt does. It also makes the Slumber Mound a little more likely to table. Yeah, I think that Bergstrider might be better than Demon Bolt. It's also a threat. We're lacking in threats, so Slugford Mountain. It was a squash. We only actually have one giant so far. So squash is like, it's fine. It's probably not going to be great. Slugford Mountain. We're a little lacking in like snowy payoffs right now. This card's okay. It's not super where we want to be at, really. This is Squash Mountain. I'm going to take the mountain. The changelings are definitely a possibility. I'll take Squash. We already have Snow Covered Mountain, so your first snow-covered land of each color is pretty important. But beyond that, you know, your splash colors and stuff like that. Not a great pack for us. Scorn Effigy. I actually like this card in decks like this because it's just very easy to cast in the early game. And it buys you a good amount of time. Might not play it, but it's also if you're playing Mash Scald. It's an extra target for Mash Scald. Rootless U tables. We have no targets for it currently. I'm sorry, it's not table. That's it's pick 7. Saw It Coming is... I'm not huge on the card. Kinseeker is kind of eh. I mean, U is really good. We plan on picking up at least one of a 6/6. So I'm pretty good with this card. Snow-Covered Island. Don't have a Snow-Covered Island yet. A Priest. And we already have a Stronghold. Probably not going to be playing Stronghold anyway. So Island or Priest of Haunted Edge. We're taking the Island. We don't have one yet. We'll probably get another Priest anyway. We already have some removal spells too, so... Snow-Covered Swamp, and nothing. Sure. Alright. We haven't actually played this card yet, but I do think it's a reasonable finisher if you're, like, desperate for a finisher, which we kind of are right now. So, it also has a 7 toughness, so... Pilfering Hawk. I mean, I don't think we're playing this card. We're also, like, we have 0 white cards right now, so probably wouldn't play this card either. Let's take the Spider. Judge of Valor. Pretty hard to cast, but fine. We're not playing 2 of these, so... Maybe we're not playing this, probably, but sure. Alright. Deck is fine at so far. Open up a Realm Walker. Not the most exciting card ever. Also Basalt Ravager. A pick, which isn't very good. Kind of a Moby pack for us, honestly. Right now we have a lot of lands. We have 1. We're probably not playing this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 snow lands already, which means we have 16 playables at present. Realm Walker is a giant. Yeah, I mean, sure. That is not false. I never actually cast Rune Eyes before. Maybe I'll try this card. Basalt Ravager is not doing much for us. Try Rune Eyes. Oh boy. Alright, so we get past a pack that's just jammed. Blizzard Brawl, Bergstrider, Poison the Cup, Sculptor, Snowland, God of the Worthy. Now, I've heard the backside of this is really, really good. Source up your opponent controls, do your permanent prevent 1. Whenever you or permanent can start a spell or ability, they got to counter us. Pay 1. Sure. We're, like, pretty not white, though. And Blizzard Brawl, Poison the Cup, Bergstrider is just sick. I think we're going to Poison the Cup, though. I think Poison the Cup's just like the best. It's like a really, really good removal spell. The rare, like, we're not a combat heavy deck. You know, like, having our opponent's creatures be a little smaller doesn't really matter for us, so I don't think it really matters. It's really hard to cast too, so take Poison the Cup. Binding the Old Gods.
Oh, it's Lightning Helix! Oh my god!
That's what's up. We have multiple green duels too, forest duels. Freaking awesome. There's also a Multiverse, Glittering Frost, Lindworm for us table. That sounds great. Ship it. A lot of these, I thought that was a showdown of Scalds. A lot of these 5-color snow decks is sort of just like biding your time so you find like the right place to be, and like eventually you get paid off. Because they're just like, they're going to open good cards that they can't play, so they just pass them, you know? Mistwalker is certainly fine, but I don't know if we need any more snowlands. We don't really have a lot of snow payoffs, honestly. Mistwalker's pretty good. Mistwalker plays well with the hammer, too. And squash. So, sure. Mistwalker's pretty good. Another Icebound Pillar? Wow. Card's so good. Master Scald, Glittering Frost, and land? Sure. Icebound Pillar is freaking phenomenal. Kaya's Onslaught. Kind of a mopey pack. Kind of been happy with Stroke, honestly. Glade Walker is not particularly exciting. Let's try Stroke. Snow-covered island. A gates, but we're not really white. So, just take the island. Oh, boy. Okay. Buying the monster is pretty good in these decks, as it is cheap. The Mirror Lake is also very good. Not that we're not like loaded up on good things to do with this, but it's just like really good. I think that the all the spell lands are just so good. They just add so much value to your deck. And another snow-covered land? Jeez. We're gonna have no basic in our deck. It's gonna be awesome. It's not a pick deck, so snow-covered plains. Jesus. Look at this. Look at this. I mean, I guess we'll take the plains. We might splash white, so Mr. Plow. I mean, we're not playing these cards, so man, people just don't respect this card at all. Take Kin Seekers. It's funny, we're like not that green. Ice Tunnel, jeez. Like, we have Sculptor of Winter, Broken Wings, and 2 bad spiders that I don't want to play. Oh, that was all. Oh, there's still a pack left. Okay, never mind, we're good. That's pretty funny. Okay, so we have 23 cards. Stroke. I mean, the Berserker's not great, but Sculptor, Double Pillar. We're sort of like, I guess we're green too. Blue, black. We're like Sultai, like double splashing. We didn't get any of the. We didn't get any of the lands that go for any color. Is Draugr better than 6-drop? No. Draugr's terrible. This card's awful. This card should never be in your deck. Like, this card's really, really bad. And like, yeah, my article on Friday is going to go over like a list of cards that should never be in your deck. Because they're just really bad. And they're not coherent with the things they want to be doing at all. So, I don't think we're playing white. It's funny. I might actually play those cards. We have to. Nah, we'll just play a plains and the floodplain. Just call it a day, and we'll just play the one white source. I guess that's pretty gutsy. I take it back. I say you should never play this card if you can. We might actually need to play it, because we just have a playable. We just like can't play this. We just don't have any fixing for white that's reasonable. We just have like the one duel we can't get with binding, and then one snow-covered plains we just don't need. So that's fine. We're just not gonna play that. So now I need a playable. I guess we're playing this stupid thing. I really don't want to, but honestly, a null might be like reasonable too. But all right, so we're gonna play it. Even though I said not to. We're not happy about it, though. There are no aggressive snow decks, though. That's the thing, is that, like, there's the same problem with the 3-3 that gets unblockable. Like, no deck that's snow wants that card, you know? So this is basically, this is sort of like the Recluses. We're definitely kind of a weird draft. We went so deep on snowlands and just didn't get many payoffs, which kind of sucks. But that's fine. That's fine. Deck's okay. Deck's definitely not great. Double Icebind Pillar is pretty insane, though. So we have Mirror Lake, too. So there's your falls. There's all your duels. We're not going to play Floodplain. We just don't need to. Islands. No plains. Yeah, I know it's pretty bad, but, like, it might be more impactful than the crappy 3-2 is. This might, like, block something. This might counter, like, an actual Saga or something like that, but... Okay. So we need to add 5 basics to our deck. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 6 blue sources. 1, 2, 3 green. 5 black. So we need green and black. Okay, so we got the old Tibskis here. Yeah, not happy we're playing like 2 Reclusive in this deck. Not thrilled about the Drugger or whatever, but we got Rootless U. Oh, the old Rootless U Dread Rider top end's pretty sweet. Alright, so we're gonna play. You gotta add some forests, right? We gotta go. This is 4, 5, 6, 7 green. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 black is fine. So mana base is like a little wonky, but fine. Definitely not like our best deck ever, but deck's fine. Deck's fine. Double pillar. The pillars play well with the 4-2s also, honestly. And the hammer. Bergstrider, Dread Rider. It's fine. It's fine. Prediction time, folks. Will this deck get 7 wins? We are Mythic now, too, so the opponents will be a little more difficult, too. So, I want to play Fajar really bad. We just can't cast it. We'd be playing it off of Snow-Covered Plains and Floodplain, and that's it. We have 2 white sources, and that is it. And that's just not enough. If we had a 3rd source, if we had one of the enchantment that made that makes a land tap for any color, if we had one something, you know, I'd play it in a heartbeat. But we just can't cast it reliably. I don't think it's worth it. Don't think it is worth it. All right, let's go. Mythic 50 on the line here. Bronze to Mythic, the Victory Lap episode. Let's go. We're brought to you by bcwsupplies.com, folks. bcwsupplies.com, best sleeves in the market. Not close to the Elite 2 deck card sleeves. Shuffle great, super durable, and very inexpensive. You can buy a 5-pack of 500 packs of the Elite deck card 2 sleeves. Promo code GYM10. They're less than $6 a pack. Check it out, bcwsupplies.com. Promo code GYM10, 10% off your order. bcwsupplies.com. I guess the 5-color land was better picking snow. Yeah, I mean, I guess I would rather have the 5-color land, but we're not playing the blue-white duel for no reason, so. All right, yeah, I mean, this is pretty great because the binding is actually a mana fixer because we have blue duels, so that's awesome. Fancy new Mythic badge. Mountain, sure. That Arclight Phoenix, though. You know? That Arclight Phoenix, though. Path the World Tree. I wish we had one of these. Wish we had one of these. This card's so good. Definitely feel like we didn't get a lot of the good payoffs. Up there he is. He's like, hey, coach, put me in. Put me in. Put me in. Come on. Come on. Here I am. Put me in. Bastard. I'm sure we're going to win the game with it, and chat's going to be like, told you so, told you so. You're incorrigible, chat. Incorrigible. The old binding the old gods. Chlorophyll. Alright, we'll just kill that. Actually, we can just kill it with this thing. Man, I kind of want to just, like, cast Binding. I could cast Binding on the World Tree. That's pretty, like... Pretty sus, though. We're gonna have... We can kill it. We can kill it this later. I'm gonna Binding the Outrider. It's mostly a mana fixer, honestly. I want to get blue so I can cast Kinseekers. We have 2 zombies in play, too, so it's actually, like, the pretty good Kinseekers. We also have multiple kill spells, too, so... Replicating Ring. And Foretell. Sure. Draw an island, so that's pretty funny. Now I just play Kinseekers anyway, so sure. Kinseekia. Scry. Ooh. That's a weird one. I think we want this. I think we want this. We're like pretty ahead. They might play a big thing next turn, but we do have a kill spell in our hands. We can kill the big thing they play and then counter the next thing they play. We also have Priest for 5, so we have Death Touch next turn too. It's gotta be super obvious we have this though. We don't pump the thing. All right, this is the turn from our opponent. What's it gonna be? What's your big play? What do you got for me? All right, that was a pretty big play. That was a pretty big play. Yeah, that card's really good. That card is really good. Now we are dead to rights. For the moment, I guess. Yeah, 1 turn land, have a stroke, obviously. Alright, so we're going to kill this and leave a stroke up and just, like, pray we draw Valky, I guess. Yeah. We've got time. Yeah, it's like, we didn't get any trolls. Didn't get, like, the bear. We just we were a little light in the payoffs, for sure. Didn't get any Blood in the Snows. Never had this card, I don't think. Did I have it once? Maybe I had it once. Super good card. It's like super, super good card. I say I don't like Rats Unlimited usually, but this is a major exception. That's a huge tilt. Okay, never mind. We're good. Are you serious? Alright, good. Counter my freaking pillar. Pillar buys time. Pillar buys time. Multiverse. Yeah, their deck's pretty good. Their deck's pretty good. They have a lot of the cards like. They have a lot of the payoffs we were lacking. Bottom. Love a good bottom. Like we would have loved to obviously have these sorts of like top end cards. Kind of lacking that. But they're lacking 2 colors on path. Obviously, once the ring goes off, they can do that. But they're lacking 1 technically. But never mind. Path is good to go. All right, that's a stroke. Not gonna have a 4/5 Ice Side Troll. I won't allow it. I won't allow it. Come on, Valky. Come on, Valky. Tibskis. Her own pillar. Sure. That's land. Okay. Don't necessarily like playing the waiting game against a player who has a replicating ring in play and a path to World Tree, but sure. Oh, come on.
Somebody's playing a prank on me.
Their deck is good. Like, they just have all the good big cards that we wanted, you know? This is bad. We're probably in big trouble now. We already used our Feed the Serpent, too. Oh, my God. Broken Wings. I mean, this can kill the Icy. Yeah, we're in big doo-doo. We're in big doo-doo. They can pillar the pillar. That is true. That is true. Nope, didn't pillar the pillar. Why do that, you know? Sure. We have, like, card draw in our deck. It's also a tap land, so if I want to play Tybalt and have a tap, we need to play with tap land, too. So... This is a deck that wants all its lands in play. And all its colors and stuff, too, so. 2, 3. God, they have a million snow lands, too. Yeah, we're in big trouble this game. I'm not even sure if Tibble gets out of this one, honestly. Tibble can exile one of the trolls, but beating Blood of Astosi is pretty hard. They just like 4-for-1'd us with it, right? They killed 3 of our creatures. Oh, a third troll? How do they have all this stuff? They have more stuff than us. We don't have any of these cards. Alright, sure. Double Reet, Blood of a Snow, triple troll, and all the snowlands. We're getting trolled. Well, that don't do much. Sure. I mean, we're just going to next game. That's fine. If we exile the 4/5 troll with Tibble, we get troll with a clone. We get the clone. Because exile is the exact card. So, yeah, I mean, our deck isn't great. Our deck isn't great, but that was tough. Blood on the Snow, too good. Blood on the Snow, too strong. Just too strong. Yeah, that deck was really, really good. Really, really good. We saw 6 cards and they were all awesome. Like, the Icy, too. Icy, triple troll, Blood on the Snow, multiverse. Double Morit. That's some stuff right there. And Path to World Tree, sure. And the Ring. I feel like every card in the deck was better than our deck. We have any cards that are that good? Our deck's kind of scrappy, honestly. We're like a scrappy Snow deck. We're like, yo, we got our Rootless U to go get our 3/7. You know? Chebsco? Sure. We have Tybalt, obviously, but we're going to keep. I'm using a Black Source. We have a Recluse to block. Sure. Recluse does block really well. Super solid blocker. Ooh. Spell lands are good. And a Helm, sure. Rune Eyes. I mean, now you draw any land and guess Rune Eyes. Scry, that's pretty good. A lot of doubters for the betting here. Oops. A lot of doubters in chat. 72% said no, we're not going to get 7 wins. And I didn't draw land. We drew a Stroke, which I guess is not the worst, because they can just cast the 4-drop here, we counter it, so that's fine, I guess, but oh, can't Stroke that one. Sure. I mean, we knew this was going to happen, right? There's no way the Victory Lap draft goes any differently than this. There's just no way. It's just not possible. Yep. Sure. Yep. I mean, we're just dead. I don't know how we ever win this game. If we draw a Swamp and cast Binding, maybe we have a chance. Like, no. Alright. I mean, sure. Definitely a keep. What are you going to do? Definitely a keep. 0-2 in the Victory Lap draft. 0-2. Should have a bit more channel points. Yeah, I mean, deck's definitely not great at all. It's okay, but it's definitely not great. Probably on the lower end of the spectrum of decks we've drafted so far in this series. Went for a victory lap, ran over. We're not dead yet, folks. We're not dead yet, all right? Just because we played against like the super nut deck and lost, and then didn't play any spells and lost, doesn't mean we're dead. All right? We're still alive. I'm still standing. Let's go. Reverse sweep. Man, queue times are a lot longer in Mythic. Jeez. Reverse sweep. Going as well as the Ranger season right now. Too soon. Watch that chat here, right? Have I gone 0-2? We had one losing record, I believe. We had like two or three 3-3s. We might have had 2-2-3s. My goal was to have 0 losing drafts. I think we ended up with 1, 2, 3. We had a couple 3-3s, but restart it. YouTube doesn't need to know. We don't fake our content here. Tom Turbo, low platinum. Jeez. I mean, we're gonna keep. We have Priest. Any land is Pillar and Grim. The Rangers are in trouble. Like, now, like, 4 of their best players are hurt, too. Or something like Counter Miller's hurt, Trouba's hurt, Panera's hurt. Like, Grim Drugger is here to save us. Let's go. Let's go. Chat's rooting for you, underdog. The Rangers are young. Yes, I know. They just, like, look so good last year, you know? Am I going for number 1? I'm just playing. Just playing, you know? Please draw a land. Blue. Come on, Priest. Come on, Priest. Look at this. Just raw dogging 3 seasons? That's insane. And they hit a snow card too. It's so lucky. That is just an egregious play. It's no permanent card. Never mind. How do you raw dog this card on turn 2 and get no value off of it? That's just unreal. We didn't draw land either. Oh man, this is ridiculous. Egregious. Do not do this, folks. Do not do this. There's no graveyard synergies in this set at all. Not a 1. There's nothing. Like, oh boy. Sturgeon's played great. They just can't score. Slam it. Oh! Oh! You think you can Thor me?
Get off my plane.
Get out of here! Only one of us is worthy. It is me. I am the one that is worthy. Let's go. Drew our land too. Get out of here. Shuffle these cards into our library. Sure. They have to do it? You have to. So that stroke is now back in my deck. Frostdogger. Sure. Firewalker. Sure. Mirror Lake. This is all great. I mean, the question now is, do we kill the Firewalker or the Frostdogger? Probably Frostdogger. Like, if they have a kill spell, they start pushing the Firewalker through. It gets pretty scary, but we have Pillar too, I guess. So just play land, play Pillar, kill Frostdogger. You're up. Doing your job, playing some defense. We can draw a green, but Bajord. Playing a land before that's really, really bad. Now that they hit a land of us, they can't play it. Who's hit a land? Never punished. Never punished. Hits a rare, obviously. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. What's up, Sam? Alright. Have you heard the word about the Berg? No card draw for you. Yeah, opponent has made some questionable choices this game, which is good for us. We're happy about that. We're 0-2 in our draft, so we really can't say too much, you know. Just got to get a W here. What's up, Hatchling? How's it going, everyone? They do get to wish for a card next turn. Oh, come on! You just drew it again, you sicko. Oh, unreal. So trample. Whenever a creature or planeswalker an opponent controls is dealt excess non-combat damage, it deals. So if they have like a stomp or whatever, that's the squash. Kind of gross, but sure. I mean, I'm gonna offer the trade because that would be a good trade for us. So we'll just play Wizard, Scarecrow, Treefall. Let's play a naked Kinseekers here, I guess. Doesn't feel too good, but put a card they own from outside the game on top of their library. Could be anything. Could even be a boat. This card's good. This card's good. We've played it before. I'd say this card's been quite good for us. They have their own Icebind Pillar? Sure. I mean, like, we can just kill it with Binding or, like, I don't even know. We'll figure it out. They have 2 cards left. What do they put on top? It could be anything. Yeah, it could even be a boat. Bingo!
Bingo!
All right.
That gets us our second green for Rootless You also. So the question is, do we Binding the God of Fury? Or are we binding the Icebind Pillar? Very interesting question. Very interesting question. Icebind Pillar is freaking great. And we have our pillar to lock down their pillar. And to lock down their God of Fury. This card doesn't even do anything. Like, right? Like, doesn't really do much. I'm going to kill their pillar. Just say go. Tap this thing. Get double green for Rootless You. Play Effigy. Alright, here it comes. Ugh. I hope that wasn't the card they... Like... Was that the card that they got, you think? Like, they wouldn't have played this card in their main deck? Like, it's pretty crazy. This card's busted. It's not going to be that good, I guess. We have Pillar. But it is pretty busted. We drew the green anyway. That's kind of fun. So we already have plenty of blue and green and black. What's this thing? It's green. So I'll just get the green. They're both green, whatever. Sure. Alright, I mean... It's funny, we only have 1 target for Rootless You, so copying isn't even that good. I would trade my 4/4 for their 4/4, so... Attack. Chumskies, love it. So now we need to upkeep, tap the Angel, so they can't use the ability on that. And say go. So now the second chapter here is... So basically, this is basically irrelevant. I mean, it's still a 4/4 flyer for 4, which is still really good, but... Next turn we have Death Touch. Got some boomers too. Can Mirror Lake copy the Rootless U. Might copy the Kinseekers actually and get a Scry. Like a 3/5 at Scries is probably better than a 5/4. Elderly Mentor, sure. Swatevskis. Is that sorcery speed? Sure. We redrew a stroke. It's kind of cool. So this costs 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can't leave up stroke if we copy the Kinseekers this turn. But I also want to attack. So everything gets Death Touch too. I guess we could just like not tap it. Maybe we just take stroke down. Whatever. Let's Mirror Lake. We're gonna copy Kinseekers because I want a 3/5 at Scries. I guess that 3/5 can't get through the 5/4. You can't. We copy Bergstrider. You didn't pay a snow, so it doesn't tap anything. Made that mistake once, unfortunately. I guess Rootless U gets in better. It does not tap. Oh, it still taps. Oh, right. In that case, you might be correct, actually. It's a 5/5 too. And this would be a 4/6. Tap the 5/4 attack. That's a pretty big bang. Our stuff has Death Touch though, so like, I don't even think that matters. I think I want them to block with this. Yeah, we're gonna copy the Kinseekers. Hello.
Oh, it's Mythic Helix! Oh my god!
I guess we can't cast it yet, but we're still gonna leave it there. So, and we're gonna bang with everything. The token is not a Death Touch. No, it copies the printed card. This is fine. Sure, kill all your stuff. Like now, our stuff is dead, so our ice is even better. The question is, I guess we're taking 8 if we don't tap here. Do we just take 8 here, or do we leave stroke up? They have no cards. I think we just take 8. Untap. We jam. They're at 16. What's up, Lava? Play this. There we go. And they're pretty dead. I imagine Stroke has most things covered here, so. Nice rares, opponent.
Game. Blouses.
Sup? Take your rares, go play somewhere else with them. We got a win, folks. We did it. The victory lap actually has a win. I was sure we were going 0-3 this time. There's no way the victory lap wouldn't go 0-3, right? Oh, yeah. Let's go. Let's go. Our deck's not great, but it's not bad, you know? Like, I would guess like 5-3 with our deck on average. So we're just going to scrap it out here, you know? Just going to scrap it out. Scrap it out. Yeah, YouTube folks, like, comment, subscribe. If you're watching on Twitch, make sure to hit that follow button. If you missed any episodes of Bronze to Mythic, there are 19 episodes in total. They're all on my YouTube. They go up once a day, every day. Today was episode 10 on YouTube. Actually, I think 11 goes up today. So there's tons of episodes to watch, tons of great content on my YouTube. Check it out. One of my fun thumbnails. I will be changing the thumbnails next time, where I will not show the finishing rank to spoil the to spoil them. That's when a constant comment on them. You're totally right. I will change them, but I wasn't gonna change them. I already made them anyway. So look at that meta base. Yeah, let's keep. Those ads pay my bills. That guy. No ad blockers. All right. If you want to ad block, you got to sub. I don't make the rules. I don't make the rules. Former YouTube watcher. Drawing, you don't watch my YouTube anymore? Damn. Damn. The pick is here. You know what card's good against the pick? Icebind Pillar. Let me tell you a story about Icebind Pillar. Elf Berserker, Zombie Cleric. Not much here for Kinseekers. We do have a swash with Kinseekers, though. I'm trying to jam. Pillar or Priest? I think it's... I don't want to, like, use the Pillar next turn. Next turn I want to be able to kill something and then play Kinseekers, so I'm going to put a Priest. Alright. What do you got for me? Icebind Pillar is so good in this format because a lot of the decks revolve around some big bomby creature or putting a bunch of equipment on one creature. So Pillar would be good normally anyway. It's super good in this format. Alright, so we draw another snow-covered land. And we're just going to Kinseekers here. Just keep playing to the board. It's obviously like only a 2-4. We have Squash in our hand too, so... Just keep going. I want to play Valky. Could you just draw like a the old Tipskis? Just draw the old Tipskis. Great Hall of Starnheim is pretty good. Very good land. Very good land. Thanks for following N4. If you haven't followed, show that follow button, of course. Welcome everyone. Appreciate it. Thanks so much. What? This card's not playable. Urgrid's Shadow in your pick deck? You're out of your mind. Get out of here.
Get off my plane.
Come on. It's good here, obviously, sure. But, I mean, Priest is like almost a hard removal spell. I think that we keep the Priest. We can just cast Squash for 5 if we have to. I'm sure our late game's better than theirs, hopefully. So let's keep Priest. Just brutal. Just brutal. Never seen this card cast once, ever. Not a once. Not a once. Alright, so this is going to be the Tybalt game. Pretty sure. We're looking for the old Tibbers here. That card's good against Priest. Yep. Alright, sure. So just chilling. Pillar and 2 kill spells. It's buying time. Just buying time. Come on, Tibbers. Where's the old Tybalt at? I guess the Exile common black kill spell does kill Planeswalkers, right? Even still, just drawing 2 cards off, it's good, pretty good. You just play Tybalt and plus it. If they kill it, you're still a 3 for 1. Axe S, so usually only draft every few months once your rank bottoms out. Usually, yeah. Like, I did draft it all in Zendikar Rising. Divine Gambit. I mean, sure, that's fair, I guess. That is pretty good. Fortunately, we have no 7-drop in our hand. This card is very playable in draft. It's like not great, but it definitely is passable. All right, that's pretty good, honestly. That's pretty good. One Tibbers, please. I'd like to buy 1 Tibbers. Go on. Some graveyard. Some graveyard. Village Rites, the creature. Draw 2, sure. I've always wanted to draft this like black-white, like Village Ritesy aggro deck. It's pretty sweet. Come on, Tibbers. We can copy my my Priest. powerful. Starnheim Courser. Sure. I probably want to leave the 0-4 in play, so you probably just squash this. And a Valkyrie? Jeez. Jeez. Alright, we might actually need to copy our priest here. Yeah. Alright. There's 3 cards left, too, and the thing. Come on. Why you like this? Why you like this? It's a beefy priest holding the fort. This card's really good. Really, really good. Yeah. Pick it up. Block. What do you got for me? We don't play... Oh, come on. I mean, we never not block there, so whatever. Never in a million years. Oh, good move. Good move, opponent. Come on. Never not block in a million years there. Yeah. Come on, Kippers. We need you. There's a target. There's a target. All right. That's a boomer. That's a.
Oh my God, Becky.
It's as a large posterior. No more kill spells, please. Thought about drawing a non-land. We just did. We just drew a non-land. It's a big booty. Seems exceptionally bad. This card's great. It's not a card you want to play in all decks, but like, if your deck needs a finisher, this card is totally reasonable. It's similar to the Mammoth or whatever, the 6/6, and then it comes down and like stabilizes the board. It's just so tough. It wins the game slowly. It blocks well. It's not great. It's not the best card ever. We're gonna block here and probably get blown out, but whatever. At least so we kill something. Like, my opponent wouldn't want this card in their deck, but for like the big slow snow deck, it's lacking a win condition. You ever know one of these things? Clarion Spirit. That card's good. Carl. Wraith. Their deck is terrible. Like, I've never seen this card played, or this card played. Let me draw a land. Oh, man. All right. I mean, that's fine. We'll take our victory lap here. So, obviously, our deck was pretty bad. We just, like, never really got the payoffs, unfortunately. We drew a million lands, too, sure, whatever. But, definitely kind of a tough one. Never drew Valky. We drew Valky once. Never cast Tibble. This is kind of the risk of taking the lands highly. They were coming around really late, but we just, like, never really found any sort of good payoff. And, like, we just lack the top end these decks usually have. Also, these decks have the benefit of, like, when any good rare is open, it's not in someone colors, you just take it and play it. So, like, we just didn't really get past any good rares, which sounds like we didn't get past good rares. Well, like, someone's going to pass a good rare at some point because it's not in their colors, you know? So, but yeah, I mean, like, you know, like the Grim whatever card's terrible. Berserker's not good in this deck. Recluses are kind of eh. You know, we definitely had some filler stinker cards in here, and just didn't really have like much else going on. But that's okay. That's okay. So that's gonna conclude. I'm gonna keep streaming, but that's gonna conclude the Bronze to Mythic run. Of course, we get browned in the victory lap. Of course, there's no way we're getting browned in that. It's just no way. No way. So but yeah, 19 episodes, 18 drafts to Mythic. If you missed any of this, please go onto my YouTube and check them all out. And I did a recap. If you missed it at the beginning of this episode, going over our run, the decks we played, and things like that. I'm also going to have an article on Friday on CoolStuffInc.com discussing the format, the things we learned in this series, and so on and so forth. So YouTube folks, like, comment, subscribe. I hope you enjoyed the series. Please let me know your thoughts in the comments and everything like that. All right, I love you, YouTube. Thank you. Appreciate it. Got to keep us humble.